What's up and welcome to this video. I'm glad you're watching and I'm sure you want to know why I have these products right here to my side. First of all, some floss bands, I have an ice pack, I have some pain reducing cream, cool gel, another floss band, and today I'm going to talk about these different products, how they can actually help you with your knee pain, but also how they're not helping you with your knee pain, how you're being sold something that's not really truly helping you long term to really get out of knee pain. And I assume that's your goal since you're watching this video. So first, let me just say that none of these products are going to magically make your knee pain disappear. I'm just going to give my opinion, my experience, personal experience with my clients. And let's start off with these two right here. These two were products I've been using for years and years, right? The Cool Gel, I know this one says to help with inflammation, has a cooling effect, it's reducing pain, it helps with tendinitis, with tendon strains, with Achilles tendinitis, with tennis elbow, with bruises. So it's really promising, right? This one. And then the ice pack as well. You surely have heard of the RICE method, or you've probably applied some ice because you've been told to do so after an injury, you have some swelling, you have pain, and all you do is apply some ice. Elevate, rest, and put some compression, maybe even. This is called the RICE method. The guy who invented this method initially and told you it's the best thing to do after an injury has later come out and told us that it isn't actually the best way to recover as fast as possible from an injury. Now, I'm not saying you're going to hurt your knee when you're applying ice, but I am saying you could potentially be slowing down the healing process, because you have to think about it like this. With the Cool Gel, it's pretty much the same thing. It has this cooling effect and it's interrupting the natural healing process of your body, right? If you injure yourself, the inflammation happens, a lot of blood gets pumped into that area, it swells up, right? That's the natural reaction of your body, and let your body do its thing, because your body in the end knows best how to heal a certain area. And if you apply ice now, the thing is, you're cooling down, you're restricting the blood flow, less blood gets pumped into this area, and you could be interrupting the natural healing process, or at least be slowing it down, or at least not promoting more healing. And that's what we want. If we're going to do something on top of what our body is actually already doing, we want to do something that promotes healing. And why did I take the floss bands into my hands now? Because I do think that these bands are magic. They are not called voodoo floss bands for no reason. I believe that these bands do magic. There's a reason why world-class coaches are using these for their clients, for their athletes, why I'm using these for my athletes, my clients, and why more and more companies are producing them now. Because floss bands are more than just a compression sleeve. For example, you surely, if you had knee pain, or you know people with knee pain, they're playing with the compression sleeve that helps the knee to feel better, to feel more safe when playing the sport, feel less pain. And that makes sense. You're just supporting the knee, right? But again, it's not a long-term solution. It's not promoting healing. And actually, it just makes the knee weaker and weaker, because you're now telling your body, oh, no, it's not even that bad. It gets weaker and weaker. You're not using it anymore properly. You're avoiding it. And it just gets weaker and weaker. And you're going down a path you really don't want to go down to if you think long-term, right? So floss bands allow us to actually start rebuilding the knee, right? The knee, if you're in knee pain, that could have many different reasons. Could be your feet being too weak, misalignment, too much load, whatever, weak areas, could be a lot of things. But what the floss bands, and I'm taking both floss bands here because this is just a stronger one, this is a more light one, doesn't really matter. They have the same effect. As you wrap them around your knee, you will actually provide your knee with some stability when you're gonna then do some strengthening exercises. So that's the first benefit of the floss bands. It's as simple as that. They provide you with more stability. So now that you have that support to get into some strengthening exercise, that's already perfect, right? But the floss bands are elastic. As you wrap them around, below your kneecap and above your kneecap, you will still be able to move your knee pretty freely, and you can get into a full deep knee bend, really get that compression and feel more safe and less pain in that position, right? That's the second benefit, because you have that elastic band that not only supports your knee, but it also lets you still be mobile. And all while doing that, you're also getting a massage on your tissues. That's the third benefit, right? And it doesn't end here, because as you're doing the exercise now, a full deep knee bend, you're getting into that deep knee bend that is shown to grow your cartilage, your ligaments, your tendons, your meniscus. You need to get into deep knee bends to actually lubricate the joint as well. Like, deep knee bends are key. You surely know the saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And our knees are meant to bend fully, right? It just makes sense. So if we don't get into that full deep knee bend, if we start losing the deep knee bend, we know our knees are going into a direction we don't want. So what you're going to do, use the floss bands, get into that deep knee bend, get those three benefits, get the blood pumping, start to actually strengthen your knee in your pain-free range, because now you can get into that deep knee bend without feeling pain. And now the fourth benefit is going to be when you take the floss bands off again. Because now that you've restricted the blood flow with the floss bands, as you take the floss bands off, you can imagine the body pumps a ton of blood into that exact area that has been restricted with blood flow. A lot of circulation is going to happen. A lot of blood is going to get pumped into that area. And this is what promotes healing. Because essentially the blood is what brings the nutrients to the area you want to heal. So to sum it up again, with the floss bands, you're supporting your knee. That's the first benefit. You're supporting your knee so that you're actually able to do something again. Because if you're avoiding what causes pain, or if you're avoiding to actually attack that knee at a level where it doesn't hurt, but you're going into the direction where when you would push further, it would start hurting, if that makes sense. So let's say you can't do a full deep knee bend like this, right? You know that, but you don't avoid it completely. You find a level of the deep knee bend that doesn't hurt. An ATG split squat, for example, allows you to take some weight off, get some elevation on the front foot, and get some floss bands on to further support that knee. And that's how we're going to start. That's the first benefits of the floss bands, allowing you to get into that position that would normally hurt. Now, the second benefit, and before you think that I'm selling you these floss bands, I'm not. I literally just want you to spend those $20 you might have on something that could actually help you get out of knee pain, and not on something that could potentially slow the healing process down and only provide short-term relief and doesn't really help you at all if you think long-term. It actually makes things worse, because you're still playing through the pain. You just apply some ice to make it bearable. You go play through the pain again. You make it worse and worse and worse, and you're not strengthening the knee. This allows you to actually strengthen the knee again. The second benefit is, as I said, get some compression around you, get the massage for your tissues. Third benefit is that you're still mobile, because these are elastic. You're going to be still able to get into a deep knee bend and still have that blood flow restricted. And when you take them off again, that's the fourth benefit. A lot of blood, a lot of circulation happens, and that has a huge healing effect. Even the first time you might do this might feel like, damn, wow, what is going on? Because as you take the floss bands off again, as I said, that effect, it's insane. It's the reason these are called voodoo floss bands. They can do magic. I'm not telling you that they will instantly fix your knee pain, but if you haven't invested into something like this yet, I highly, highly recommend you do so. I'll leave the link to these in the description, just the ones I use on Amazon, $20. As I said, instead of buying something like this over and over and over again that doesn't really help, get yourself some floss bands and actually do your body a favor. Promote that healing further and let your body do what it's doing anyways. If your body is injured, obviously don't just rest. This won't help as well, but you need to find something that actually helps your body to then start moving again, because movement is medicine in the end. All right, before I start rambling on about these floss bands, by now you surely know how important they could be for you. It's not the be-all end-all in your knee rehab journey, that's for sure, but it can definitely accelerate it. It could give you that breakthrough you've been looking for. And honestly, investing into these is a no-brainer. If you have them, you have them. That's perfect. You can also use them for other areas. They're really, really helpful. And even if you're not like injured right now, you can still use them for warm-up and for healing after a session, or warm-up before a session. These should be in the toolbox of every athlete if you can actually get them. Highly, highly recommended. So yeah, I really hope this helped. I know getting out of knee pain and struggling with knee pain, maybe also struggling with other areas, your ankle, your hip is so restricted, whatever, can be overwhelming. And that's why I've created the Reborn Circle, where athletes are being reborn, where athletes are getting out of knee pain every week, rebuilding their ankles, bulletproofing their ankles, opening up their hips, getting them strong and mobile. And if you think this place and having the knee pain guide, having the ankle bulletproofing guide, having all of that together, as well as a community, personal access to me, could help you on your journey, why are you not joining? Join the winning team right now with the link in my bio, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.